One golden point miracle, and one desperate club hanging by a thread. Melbourne just stunned Penrith in extra time, and now they're back home, hungry for more. But standing in their way? A Bulldogs squad with everything to prove and nothing to lose. Friday night at AAMI Park could change the finals race, or break it wide open. Before we unpack this heavyweight clash, hit subscribe and stay locked into Aussie NRL updates, your go-to for raw footy insights and next-level predictions. Welcome to Friday Night Footy, and trust me, this one is loaded. The Melbourne Storm, fresh off one of the most thrilling finishes of the season, will host the Canterbury Bulldogs in what many are calling the match of the round. Kickoff is set for 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time at AAMI Park, and there's more on the line than just 2 points. Storm's statement win. Last round, Melbourne sent shockwaves through the comp with a heart-stopping golden point win over the Penrith Panthers. The match was tied. Tension sky high. And then, Harry Grant, the man for big moments, dives over the line and seals it. The Storm didn't just win, they made a statement. They beat the defending premiers in a pressure cooker, and now they roll into round 25 with momentum, confidence, and blood in the water. And with Cameron Munster back in top form, Jahrome Hughes finding his rhythm, and Xavier Coates flying on the wing, Melbourne are looking sharp, slick, and seriously dangerous. But here's the twist. The Bulldogs, cornered and dangerous. Don't count out the Canterbury Bulldogs just yet. Sure, they've had an up-and-down season. Sure, they've struggled for consistency. But this team? They're unpredictable. Raw. Hungry. And when their spine clicks, they can tear any defense apart. This is also a revenge game for a few former Storm players, including Josh Addo-Carr, who'll return to Melbourne looking to burn his old club with that lethal left-side pace. And let's not forget about Lachlan Galvin. Yeah, the media's been all over him this year, praised by Phil Gould, snubbed by Andrew Johns. But now he's got the perfect stage to silence every critic at AAMI Park. Friday night lights. Storm defense in front of him. You want pressure? Galvin lives in it. This could be the night he explodes. Key battles to watch. 1. Munster vs Galvin. This is the headline act. Munster's experience, flair, and game control versus Galvin's youth, raw talent, and unshakable confidence. Whoever wins this duel likely wins the match. 2. Middle war, Nelson vs Mahoney. Big Nelson Asofa-Solomona has been bending defensive lines all year. But Reid Mahoney will need to match that intensity and control the ruck if Canterbury want any chance of holding territory. 3. Addo-Carr's return. You know the Fox has this one circled. If he gets early ball and space, watch out. But Melbourne knows his game inside out, which only makes this matchup even juicier. Momentum, mentality, and Melbourne's fortress. Here's the cold truth Melbourne rarely lose at. AAMI Park. Their home record is elite. Their discipline? Ruthless. And after beating Penrith, you better believe the Storm smell blood. But if there's a team unpredictable enough to cause a boil-over, it's the Bulldogs. They've got nothing to lose. They're out to play spoiler. And when teams are that free, they're dangerous. Prediction, Storm by 10. We're tipping a high-energy contest, one where the Bulldogs go with them early, test the Storm edges, and throw some genuine heat. But as the game wears on, Melbourne's class and control should shine through. Final score prediction, 28-18, Storm. Expect Munster to pull the strings, Grant to control the middle, and the Storm forward pack to wear Canterbury down by the 60-minute mark. And Galvin? This could be the game he announces himself, even in a loss. Love bold predictions, inside analysis, and no BS footy talk? Hit that subscribe button and join the crew at Aussie NRL Updates, where passion meets precision. Final thoughts. This isn't just a top vs middle table match. It's legacy versus chaos. Structure vs spark. Munster versus Galvin. The Storm want to roll into finals with force, the Bulldogs want to rip up the script. And Friday night? It's gonna be electric. Will Addo-Carr haunt his old home? Will Galvin silence the doubters? Or will the Storm storm on? One thing's for sure, you don't want to miss this one. Thanks for tuning in, legends. Drop your predictions in the comments. Who wins, who stars, and who gets embarrassed? I'll see you next time, right here on Aussie NRL Updates. Fisted hand sign, stay sharp. Stay NRL.